Ladies and gentlemen, it is now that time of the year for E3. The next 3 days are going to be extremely epic with all the upcoming games. Today was the first day of E3, starting off with EA Electronic Arts. They showed some new things that I'm excited about and others not so much, but in this video I'm going to give my thoughts of EA's conference. Let's start off with Madden 18. Surprisingly, a lot of people like this game. And one of the big new features for the game is a new story mode called Long Shot. It's pretty much like FIFA 17, the Journey mode, where the player goes from amateur to pro, but for Madden. Just like Journey, this is meant to be a playable movie where you play as Devin Wade, who has a dream to make it big in the NFL. So it would be pretty cool to see how things plays out. Speaking of the Journey, Alex Hunter comes back for FIFA 18. As someone who played the Journey and actually enjoyed it, I would love to see what happens next with this character. Now, even though Battlefield 1 was released near the end of 2016, EA spoke about the game with around 20 million players playing the World War shooter. They did announce some new content for the game. The new expansion is called In the Name of the Tsar. This expansion will include 6 new maps, the Russian army, new weapons, new vehicles, which all will be released around September. Not only that, 2 new night maps are coming this summer. Honestly, this isn't groundbreaking news, but it's definitely a nice addition and gives a bit more to the Battlefield community. As someone who enjoyed playing Battlefield 1 on release, with the new content, it might be time for me to go back and play. EA also showed off Need for Speed Payback. I'll be honest, while watching the gameplay for this, it really made me miss the Burnout games. Don't get me wrong, the game looks gorgeous, the level of detail looks spot on. In the gameplay, it enlightened us with a new highway heist mode. It reminded me of the Fast and Furious films with the over-the-top moments, ramming your car with other vehicles, potentially crashing them off the road, which initiates a slow-mo gimmick effect that I feel can get very repetitive every time you destroy an opponent's car. The following things I'm actually extremely excited about. The first is the creators of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which by the way is a fantastic game. I really do recommend you playing. They are developing a prison break game. The game is called A Way Out and has the players control 2 inmates named Vincent and Leo as they try to break out of prison. The game will feature split-screen co-op only, either online or on a couch according to the developer. This is the type of game that I feel you and a friend can actually enjoy via local co-op like the good old days. The game is set to be released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and on PC in early 2018. The next new IP was more of a teaser, and I feel we will see more about BioWare's new game at the Microsoft conference, hopefully. BioWare are known for working on Dragon Age and Mass Effect, and now on a new game called Anthem. To be fair, like everyone else that saw the teaser, I have no idea what it's about, but it appears to be set in a futuristic world. It is said that this game has been in development for years, and a full gameplay reveal will come later on, like I said during Microsoft E3 conference, but it definitely got me interested. Now, I'm not going to lie, EA's last segment got me a little hyped up. It was about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Everything they said and showed I felt should have been in the first game. The creators of the game has definitely listened to the players and their community. I think I can say I'm not the only one impressed by that. Yes, they made a mistake by not including it in the first game, but you know what? I feel they've earned some sort of redemption for listening to the community. Before the conference even started, there was a 12-minute gameplay video that was leaked. In the trailer, we got to see a little bit of everything, from maps and newcomers like Yoda, Chewbacca, and Kylo Ren. When it comes to E3, I'd rather see gameplay rather than trailers, and we got that. Unlike the first game, Battlefront 2 comes with a single-player campaign where you play as a TIE fighter pilot. The story mode bridges the gap from Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. The multiplayer of the game includes various eras of the Star Wars franchise with the appearance of characters such as Darth Maul and Rey. Additional features include playing as a battle droid, space battles, more in-depth class customization, more heroes and villains. It is also noted that DICE has changed the way players can access hero-villain characters in Battlefront 2 multiplayer. Instead of power-ups, there is a now battle point system which you can unlock the special characters and vehicles. Air combat looks much smoother. New classes include support classes that can give buffs and heals. A jump trooper is attached to a specialized class. It is also noted that DLC content will be free for the game. This is something a lot of games need to take note of. With paid DLC, it splits the gaming community. So when I heard that DLC will be free, I was skeptical but pleased to hear. The DLC will include from new locations, characters such as Finn and Captain Plasma, vehicles, weapons, game modes, and much more. During the gameplay, we got to see some various classes, heroes and villains, space battles. One thing I noticed was that Darth Maul looks very mobile, had some cool skill sets. This is a huge improvement from the previous game with a new story, multiplayer, across Star Wars eras, space battles, split screen co-op and free DLC. The game looks very promising. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on November 17th. Now I wouldn't say EA has outdone themselves this conference, but to me, let's just say it was decent. And I'm not just talking about the games they showed. They did have a few hiccups throughout the stream, from YouTube guest hosts going blank to screen glitches. For me, A Way Out, Anthem, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 got me intrigued. But let me know what you guys thought of the conference. What are you most excited for at E3? As always, stay awesome.